Okay, good evening, everyone. This is the Town of Watertown Water and Sewer Authority. This is the public hearing for the proposed changes to the water and sewer rates. Wednesday, August 19th, 2020. This is a virtual meeting. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. If I can get roll call from the members of the authority, please.
Ms. Sampson,
Mike
Lynn
D'Aristino.
Maltese,
Mike D'Aristino.
Ed Wilk.
Jim Sugden. Okay, I will now read the notice of the public hearing. Again, the Town of Watertown Water and Sewer Authority notice of public hearing on proposed changes to the water and sewer rates. Again, it's Wednesday, August 19th, 2020. Virtual meeting. Pursuant to Connecticut General Statutes 7-239, the Watertown Water and Sewer Authority hereby gives notice of a public hearing on proposed changes to the water and sewer rates. Said public hearing will be a virtual meeting on Wednesday, August 19th, 2020 at 7 p.m. The proposed rates have been advertised, newspaper, website, and members of the authority have that in your package. Agenda item number 1 was the proposed rates. At this time, I will open the public hearing for any comments.
Mr. Chairman, I see no attendees, no public.
Okay, we have Mike Simmons in the room with us this evening. He's our IT coordinator for the Town of Watertown, monitoring the virtual meeting. And he's advising me at this time that there are no attendees on the line.
We can close the public hearing.
Yep, I'll just give one more call for public input. There's the virtual meeting, there's no public here.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
this is Paul Jessel. If I can make a suggestion, why don't you keep it open for about 5 more minutes just to make sure nobody shows up?
we can do that.
I know it seems like a waste of time, but this is all new for a lot of people. So,
Sure.
you know, I'd hate for somebody to be 3 minutes late and have missed the whole public hearing.
Okay. At this time, we'll continue to keep the public hearing open. Again, the proposed water user rates and the sewer user rates are listed on agenda item number 1 in your package if you're a member of the authority. And they've also been advertised. Vinny, have we received any verbal or written comments?
We just received one question from one resident. And I emailed you guys a copy of that. Let me get it for you. I received one email from Carol Ann Garcia. The question was, Dear Chairman, as a senior, I do everything I can to conserve water use and keep my water bill doable. When I first moved here, there was a senior rate and it has been discontinued. I'm asking that the senior discounted rate please be reinstated. Thank you, Carol Ann Garcia. I did call her. I made an attempt to call her 2 times and I left a message 1 time and the second time I wasn't able to leave a message to explain to her that we have a reduced rate for everybody who's below 12,000 gallons. So it's really, you know, she still is getting a reduced rate if she is below 12,000 gallons. But so it's not just for seniors, you know, so that's why I explained it. So really, there is a reduction in the conserved water. Well, 12,000 gallons and also save a lot of money that way. And that was the only one, the only comment I received from phone calls or through the email.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Mike Simmons once again if we have anybody that's signed into the virtual meeting.
Mr. Chairman, still showing 0 attendees.
Okay, we're showing 0 attendees at this point. We'll give it another minute or two and see if anybody signs into the meeting.
Hey, Vin. This is Mike Carosino.
Hey, Mike.
Do we give different rates to seniors in the town of Watertown for water and sewer rates, or has it always been the same across the board?
It's the same across the board, except everybody has a chance to conserve their water. If anybody uses less than 12,000 gallons of water, they get a reduced rate. If it's less than 12,000 gallons, and that applies to everybody, not just seniors. So there's no special rate for seniors.
Okay, is that published, or does the public know that if they use less than 12,000 gallons, they get a special rate?
Yes, it's on the back of everybody's water bill.
Okay,
So everybody knows if they, conserve water, they'll save money. So it's published in everybody's bill every time they receive a bill.
all right, I have a well, so I don't get that memo.
Yeah,
Yeah. Under the proposed rates that have been advertised, item number 1, the water user rates, you'll see the quarterly customer charges per meter size. There's a quarterly usage 12,000 gallons or less. And then there's another line with quarterly usage greater than 12,000 gallons. And you'll see the appropriate meter sizes and the corresponding charges. That's on the front page of agenda item number 1.
Okay, I see that. Thank you.
Okay. I'll ask Mike one more time, Mike Simmons, if there's any attendees trying to sign into the meeting this evening.
Mr. Chairman, I'm still seeing 0 attendees.
Okay. Seeing 0 attendees. At this time, we'll close the public hearing. We'll continue on to the regular meeting. This will be the Watertown Water and Sewer Authority, Watertown, Connecticut. Regular meeting, Wednesday, August 19th, 2020. Time now is 7:08 PM. This is a virtual meeting being held at the Watertown Town Hall. The time now is 7:09 PM. We have members that have signed in virtually. I will ask again one more time. We'll go through roll call, please.
Keith Franson,
Vin
Mike.
Multi,
Mike Carosino?
Ed Wilk,
Jim Sugden, Chairman. Okay, moving along. We've done roll call. We'll move on to item 3, which is public participation. Once again, I'm going to ask Mike Simmons if any members of the public have tried to sign into the meeting.
Mr. Chairman, 0 attendees.
Okay. Seeing that we have 0 attendees trying to sign in, we'll move on to item number 4, which is unfinished business. A, proposed changes to water and sewer rates. See the attached proposed resolution. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Caterino for further discussion.
okay, enclosed in your package is a proposed resolution that describes what the proposed rates are. Basically, we're increasing our rates approximately 10%. This is basically based on our current financial status. Just as a review of the history of our rates, we've been raising our rates 5% per year for the last 10 years. And it's been working out very good financially for us. We're able to do all our capital improvement projects that we wanted to do and needed to do. We're able to run our operations, our water and sewer operations very efficiently and at the same time maintain a very strong fund balance in all of our accounts. So with the help of our financial advisor, New Gen, we put our heads together and we came up with, given our future financial requirements and our liabilities in the future, we think that we should go up a little more than 10%. So that's why we proposed, a little more than 5%. That's why we're proposing a 10% increase. The theory behind that is more short increase, smaller increases is a lot better to our customers than one single large increase. So by having multiple smaller increases, it's just less impact to our customers. So that's why we're proposing this 10% increase. And your resolution, it basically just says that we received a report recommending revisions to water sewer rates. We have a public hearing for statutes, and then it just lists the proposed rates. So if you want to read the resolution and make the motion on approving it, we could go through that. For any questions?
Sure. You've heard Vinny talk about the proposed water and sewer rates. Is there any further discussion, or would somebody like to make a motion to the resolution?
I, Keith Franson, will make a motion to the resolution that will accept the proposed change water and sewer rates that were posted in the newspaper and online, and that we got in our packets.
Okay, I have a motion. Motion's been made by Keith Franson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Rosino?
Can you just state your name, please, on the second?
Second, Mike Garasino.
Okay, second by Mike Garasino. At this time, do any of the members have any further discussion on the proposed motion for the resolution to accept the proposed rates? Okay, hearing nothing, we'll move that to a vote. All members in favor of the motion, please state your name, say aye.
Keith Franson, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mike Garasino, aye.
Ed Wilk, aye.
Jim Duncan, aye. Motion carries, or I'm sorry, any opposed? I think we got everybody accounted for.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion carries unanimously. Motion passes. Okay, moving along on our agenda this evening. Item number 5, new business. Intermunicipal agreement for Black Rock State Park, proposed water and sewer connections. See Superintendent's Report, item 3D. I'll turn that over to Mr. Caterino for further discussion.
Okay, I enclosed in your packets a map of Black Rock State Park and the improvements that the state of Connecticut wants to do, are proposing. As you can see, Black Rock is right on the borderline of Watertown and Thomaston. We do not have any water or sewer utilities in that area, but Thomaston does. And they have water and sewer, but they would have to go to Thomaston. So we're having Paul Jessel's draft intermunicipal agreements so that it gives the state permission, even though they're in the town of Watertown, it gives them permission to connect into Thomaston, to the WPCA in Thomaston and Con Water in Thomaston also. And Paul is working on the agreements right now. As soon as they get them, I would have the authority to sign them, and then it would be 100%. But I would like to have the authority to vote to approve it, subject to the town attorney drafting up the agreements. Basically that's it.
Okay. Okay, any discussion on 5A, the intermunicipal agreement for Black Rock State Park? Any discussion or possibly a motion?
Yeah, Paul Jessel, this is Mike Aracino. Is Thomaston okay with piping into their sewers and feeding water into our property?
Yeah, Thomaston's fine with it. The state's good with it. The only reason for an intermunicipal agreement is for the town of Watertown and the Water and Sewer Authority to permit Thomaston to service a customer within our service area.
Okay, do we get any benefit from them? I guess they get all the revenues, what I'm asking.
Yeah, they get all the revenue. They put in all the money, they get all the revenue.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? Somebody like to entertain a motion?
I make a motion that we, after writing up the agreement by the attorney and signed off by Mr. Catalino, we accept the Black Rock Water and Sewer intermunicipal agreement.
Okay, we have a motion that's been made by Keith Franson. Do we have a second?
Second, Mike Aracino.
Motion's been seconded by Mike Garacino. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, state your name, please say aye.
Keith Franklin, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mike Aracino, aye.
Ed Wilk, aye.
Jim Sugden, aye. Any members opposed, state your name, please say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Moving on along the agenda to item number 6 will be the superintendent's report. And again, I'll turn it over to Mr. Caterino.
Superintendent's report, July 2020. Water main and service breaks, we had 2. One was on 7/6/20 in front of 59 Gilchrist Avenue. It was a service break in a 3/4 inch lead gooseneck. The second one was on 7/16/20. It was near a culvert in front of 34 Tower Road. There was a break in a 12-inch main. It was actually a repair clamp that corroded away, causing the main to leak again, and that was repaired. Item 2 was sewer stoppages. There was one on 7/29/20 in front of 5 Berkeley Street. It was an 8-inch DT main. The manhole was full of grease and roots, so we had American Rooter clean that out and solve that problem. The third item is project status. A was water maintenance. Hydrant and water main flushing is complete. Painting and maintenance of hydrants continues. And we recently replaced 15 old broken fire hydrants with new ones. Second one, B, sewer maintenance. We recently replaced and raised to grade 18 sanitary sewer manhole frames and covers. Item C, Concord Drive Sewer Water Extension Project. The project is essentially 100% complete, and the contractor will be reseeding the grass shoulders in the fall. Also, the water and sewer assessment notices will be going out soon. We're waiting for the new assessment software to be set up. Item D, we went over with Black Rock. The last item, E, was proposed changes to water and sewer rates. We also went over that. That concludes the superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Caterino. Moving along to item number 7, we have minutes. Everyone should have minutes in their package. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes?
Keith Francis, I make a motion that we accept the minutes as printed.
Mike D'Aristino, I second.
Okay, we have a motion that's been made by Keith Franson, seconded by Mike D'Aristino to accept the minutes. And that's from the July 15th, 2020 meeting. Is there any discussion, errors, corrections, omissions on the minutes? Hearing none. All those in favor of acceptance of the minutes, please say aye, state your name.
Keith Francis, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mike D'Aristino, aye.
Ed Wilk, aye.
Jim Sugden, aye. All those opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion passes to approve the minutes. Moving along on the agenda to item 8, correspondence, we have none. Move along to item number 9, which is adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second. Mike D'Aristino.
Okay, we've had a motion for adjournment made by Keith Franson, seconded by Mike D'Aristino. All those in favor of adjournment, state your name, please say aye.
Keith Francis, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mike D'Aristino, aye.
Ed Wilk, aye.
Jim Sugden, aye. All those opposed, say nay. Motion carried, and the August meeting of the Water and Sewer Authority is now adjourned. Thank you very much.
Good night, gentlemen.
Hi, guys.
Good night.